Welcome to Super Quick Learning Strategies. Radically improve your learning, memory, and use of knowledge within 1 week. Lesson 1, Introduction. So this course is all about speed. You want results quickly. Therefore, this course has less than 3 hours of content. In other words, you can cover the lectures and most of the exercises in less than 3 hours. Each lesson has highly structured exercises so you can master each skill as you go along, and we are building to an integrative model of learning. In other words, one set of practices which is mutually reinforcing and which is proven to work. The benefits, well, you want better results at work, and if you're studying, you want to enjoy learning more, you want to save time. You want to save time both in studying, learning, and in absorbing knowledge for the sake of the practice at work and study. You want to feel more confidence perhaps in ideas and applying ideas, and over time you might want to build better ideas, new practices, innovation, and so on. This course is designed to those objectives. A little bit of my background: I have a PhD in strategy. I've worked on cognition and learning. I have many publications, written a couple of books, many peer-reviewed articles. I've created theory on strategic risk and collective intelligence, taught at several business schools around the world, and I've run ventures, entrepreneurial work, and worked in corporations. So quickly then, the nature of learning. You can think of learning as the process of gaining knowledge or expertise, skills if you like, the ability to do things you want to do, and we often think about learning for the long term. In other words, you don't learn a skill for the next minute. It's usually weeks, months, very often years and decades. So when we talk about learning, we're often talking about very long-term gaining of knowledge and skills. Your capacity, well, your capacity is limited by the time you have. What you can learn is limited by the number of hours you would set to the task, by your energy, by your interest levels, and also the order of input. In other words, if let's say you are taught English as a child, you start learning Spanish in your teens or 20s, it's very likely that your English will always be better than your Spanish. In other words, the order of input, the order in which you learn, does have some effect. Now, it's useful to remember that there aren't many limitations of your brain. In other words, you have the capacity not just for 2, 3, 4 languages, but for 20 or 30 or more. You have the capacity to absorb not just 1 or 2 books a week, but 3, 4, or 5, should you wish. In other words, your brain does not put many constraints on your learning. There is plenty of upside within your cognitive capacity, if you like. Benefits of learning, I think, are very obvious. Economic, so you're going to perform better at work, you're going to perform better in studies. The more you learn, the more you can build neuroplasticity, cognitive health. It helps socially, of course. If you've got things to say, you've got understanding, that tends to help your social life, and that tends to also have effects on health and all sorts of things, and work. And emotional well-being is also linked to learning. So to succeed with this course, absorb the main ideas for each lesson. There's a star, as shown here, which indicates on the relevant slide where the main ideas are for that lesson. There are at least 1, normally 2 or more exercises per lesson. It's well worth doing those because they really reinforce the learning, as we'll discover very soon, and then start using these techniques for real. So whether it's work or everyday life or study, whatever, use these techniques, apply them as much and as soon as you can. The effect will be stronger. So a quick exercise: consider, and you might want to write this down, keep it somewhere you can review it. Think about, what are your main goals for improving your learning? Write a sentence or 2. What is the main benefit of improved learning strategies for you? What are you looking to get out of this course? What kind of benefit do you seek in your own life? Lesson 1, summary. Do you understand the benefits of this course? It's mainly about accelerated learning, making use of ideas quicker and better. And do you appreciate how to make the most of this course, which is principally absorbing the ideas very rapidly and then trying a couple of exercises and then using the techniques for real? That will embed them deeply, and therefore you'll secure the benefits. In the next lesson, we look at the conceptual model on which this course is based.